Well, if you're new to the channel, we do this every single Tuesday and Wednesday, all 3 strikes, all 3 classes. This is going to be our Warlock on the Wheel of Thousands. This isn't going to be a 100,000 point video, but I will guide you how to do that throughout the video, including modifiers and stuff. So, modifiers, if you're going for 100,000 points, I would honestly go you have to put your handicap to at least 100 before it starts counting. So I'm not sure how high you should put it. I'm not sure how high it goes now. But you definitely go Singe. You want like a 3.25 multiplier. I go Void Singe, Heavyweight. I would probably go Extinguish and Momentum. As far as Loadout goes, we are rocking the Skull of Dire Ahamkara. Love this thing, you'll see why in this strike. If you don't have that, Nezarec Sin's pretty good. Yeah, Nezarec Sin, or honestly go Solar Burn. Though, you might not want Solar Burn because of the boss's damage. But maybe go Daybreak and Phoenix Protocol if you have it. We're rocking Izanagi's Burden. If you don't have that, I would probably go something like a hand cannon maybe, or a pulse rifle, and then I would go Borealis here. Or if you don't have that, something with you just want something with some range and something close up. So like a shotgun and a scout rifle maybe, if you got that. The curated roll. Oops. I got this from Tier 3 Reckoning the other day, and it's not too bad. It could be better. And then of course we're rocking Bad Omens. Mine has Genesis and Tracking, which is awesome. Otherwise, let's go ahead and rock this guide real quick. Alright, so as soon as you get here, what you want to do is take out these snipers. There's a total of 3 of them. Also, crazy jump cut, thanks recording system. But go ahead and take out the 3 snipers. They are going to be 1 to our right, and you still see the 2 in the far back. If you can take them out first, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, take out these acolytes. And then the mini boss, I think they're mini bosses. I don't think they're elites. They got some pretty nasty health bars. They will run to the back. And if you're doing 100,000 points, you obviously want the most points you can get. If you got power ammo, yeah. If you got power ammo, go ahead and use it. It'll just make it faster. It'll make it a lot faster to kill the knights. And that way you can just get on with your business. Or you can, if you're just going for completion, you can try and run right past them. You should be able to. Nice rocket, only kills the acolyte. But after that, we'll go ahead and move on to the next section. Alright, and then once you get here, we're just going to go all the way across to the right, give us a little bit better cover against these guys. Take out the acolytes if you can, and then we're going to power ammo down this mini boss knight that is kind of roaming around here. Power ammo, we're just taking out probably one shot if you're using a rocket, which I actually do suggest because they kill now. They are actually really good. And then if you have Skull of Dire Ahamkara, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, we are rocking the Slova Bomb. it does wonders. If you don't have Dire Ahamkara, might I suggest the bottom attunement? I think it's called the Attunement of the Devourer. That way you can get some good health regen abilities, like you can eat your grenade, and then you can with every kill you get instant health back, as long as you get it within, like, I think it's either 4 or 8 seconds. I can't remember. It's been a while since I ran that attunement. But as you can see, there's also going to be an elite, either an elite ogre or an elite shrieker. Either way, just go ahead and power ammo that thing down. Make sure you have plenty of cover in case you need to run back, get some health. And then just shoot that thing, and we'll be on into the next section. Alright, once you get here, we're just going to pretty much stay back. There is an elite. I think all these guys in here are elites, except for this guy. I think might be 2 of them that aren't. Yeah, 2 of them aren't. Power ammo that guy down if you can. Like, especially if you're using something like Hammerhead, a nice grenade. If you're using Hammerhead, that would probably do pretty well here, because you have a much better stack of power ammo as opposed to 6 rockets. But like I said, rockets will do a lot more damage a lot faster, so just be aware of that. It's kind of you might have more ammo, but you might do less overall damage. It just kind of depends on how you want to roll. Also, here is where Borealis would actually be so much better than Izanagi's Burden. Izanagi's Burden wasn't doing jack for me, at least until the boss fight. The boss fight, it could take out a chunk of health on the boss, but anything after that was pretty much not really worth the exotic slot. But once you get this guy down, go ahead and get ready. Get ready to use your super. So hopefully you have Skull of Dire Ahamkara, because it is going to make your life so much easier. But there we go. Once you got that, go ahead and scan the thing. Come running over here. And then once these guys spawn in, we're just going to pop our super and get it right back. Because Skull of Dire Ahamkara is incredible. But go ahead and just come around here. Again, we're going to pop our super on this guy. We should get our super back. I don't think we actually do, though. No, we get pretty close, though. Which is why you want to run the top tree with Skull of Dire Ahamkara, because of the orbs actually help you get a lot of super back. But go ahead and take these guys out, and just be very careful of these guys. Like, I literally just ran until I could get my super back. There we go, and then one more super for the win. I think we get our super back here as well. No, we don't. Yeah, we do. Alright, and then once everything down here is dead, throw that. If you can hit it in one shot, it would be awesome. That way you can have maximum potential and just rush into this room. Now, in this room, there's either going to be a bunch of enemies and a shrieker, or there will be a bunch of enemies like you see here, and then you have to kill them. Like, kind of like clear this wave, and then there's going to be a spawn in of a mini, I think it's a mini boss ogre as well as a knight. I don't think I've ever seen the knight spawn in with the ogre. It's usually one or the other, which kind of threw me off. But go ahead and take all these guys out until you get that spawn in, and then if you have it, pop your super. If not, use your power ammo, get those enemies down as quickly as possible. And then you could probably just save your super right here. It would have saved me a little bit of time. In the next room. But you know, it's whatever. We got full power ammo. Go ahead and just take everything else out and then kill the thing. Alright, so like I said, if I had my super, I'd just go ahead and I'd probably just, well, I would wait to clear these guys out and wait for the knights to spawn in and then pop it. But since I don't have it, we're just going to kill these guys until that guy appears, power ammo him down really quick, and then we're going to power ammo this knight down, or this ogre down as quickly as possible because he will do a lot of damage really fast. So go ahead and just get that guy out of the way. And then once you get your power or your super, if you have Dire and Hamkara, go ahead and use it against these guys. Hopefully you get it back. Because these guys will start spawning in, the 3 mini boss knights. And then once you get that down, you can either, if you're going for 100,000 points, obviously you want to kill everything in here. So Skull Dire Hamkara is going to be almost essential to getting you through this very quickly. Otherwise, I would honestly say just power ammo them down, or you know, just completely skip them. Just run, grab the Valkyrie and run into the room to shoot the core or whatever. Of course, it doesn't grab when you actually grab it. So go ahead and throw it in, and then grab it. Again, you can do that immediately. And then once you do that, we're just going to run through that room, the next room, killing everything that we can. If you have your super, you might want to pop it, because there are going to be a lot of enemies there. You probably get your super back. But if not, don't worry about it. Just kind of run around the room using your cover as need be. I know my Warlock is kind of squishy as far as resilience goes. I doubt I have it very high. Just be very careful. You don't want to die here. And then, yeah, after that we'll be in the boss fight. Alright, so you can start doing damage to the boss if you like. If you got power ammo or whatever, go ahead and rock it. Well, hold on to your power ammo there, honestly. Just use whatever void weapon you got if you can. If not, don't worry about it. It's not going to be a massive amount of damage anyways. But if you're using Izanagi's Burden, you can hone that thing. What is it? Honed Edge ×4 if you can. And then just wait for him to shoot, and that way you can get a pretty good shot at his eye. Or if you're a better shot than I am, you could probably get it regardless. Then this is where you want to start pumping in your power ammo. So go ahead and just take your shots as you can, as you get them. And then just be ready to run to the back. Because unfortunately, unless you have your super, then you can pop it, especially with Dire and Hamkara. But otherwise, as you can see, I thought for some reason I had my super, but I didn't. And so there's going to be 3 elite wizards here, and an elite, or not an elite, just a Vanquisher Knight, or 2 of those actually. So go ahead and do as much damage as possible to them. And then once you get these guys down, you can start focusing on all the little acolytes. And then the wizards. The wizards don't go down easily, which is why Borealis might be a better choice here. That way you can just switch to solar and get them down really quickly. But once these guys are down, the boss will eventually spawn in, I think. I don't think there's a second wave of ads. We'll see here in just a second. But if it is, it's just going to be like, I think it's 2 elite knights and a bunch of acolytes, maybe some thralls. And then that way you can just take them out. And then the boss should spawn in again after that. And then you'll probably get a wave that contains 2 elite ogres. That's when you definitely want to have a super, if not some power ammo. And then after that, you should be able to finish off the boss, because he will be ready to go. So I'm going to let the rest of this video play out, so you guys can all see what I do, how I do it, and such. And so hopefully this guide helped you out. If it did, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, stay positive, be happy, be healthy, live long and prosper, and have an incredible week.
Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes up, Guardian.